I'm in the building, I'm in the building, I'm in the building. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing out there?
That is boring, I ain't calling unless she swallow. She don't listen, I ain't tripping, she don't follow. Got another wetty swerving on the potholes.
We're about to talk about Kamala Harris right quick. We're gonna talk about Kamala Harris.
This bitch is bad, she fucking all the drug dealers. I took his bitch and then I took his plug, nigga. Have her back, I'm getting to the bag, nigga. Bust in your house, I'm running through your stash, nigga. On the grand flashing all that cash, nigga. Part in my back, I'm counting all these stacks, nigga. Gucci duffel Louis on my ass, nigga. Hennessy and TNT, we blast, nigga. Ferragamo on my dress, I'm looking right.
We're gonna talk about the black female voter deception.
Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with.
A lot of black women are being deceived.
I don't win the hoe, just wobble wobble. Started fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble.
Kamala Harris is not a friend of you.
Gangsters talk to me nice, baby. This hoe ain't sick, she fucking on the damn crew. Coming out of sock, she lost her damn shoe. Her friend a poppin', she ain't got no damn clue.
The black female voter deception.
Smoking gelato when the Tahoe smell the fucking jar. She wanna ride with me cause we look like some movie stars.
I also gotta go in on Beyonce.
Coming through the door with no panties on. Poppin' Molly's and you know she took his anti-bar.
I gotta talk about Beyonce.
It's a family car. I hit her with a curve, then the coup de grace. Zillow games, I'm shaking up the dice, baby.
Beyonce gave Kamala Harris permission to use her song.
Fight, baby. I'm only out here.
I need Beyonce to come to the table. I need Kendrick Lamar, who's also on that song, to come to the table.
I think I'm only out here for the night, baby. In Puerto Rico, Casamigos with Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammers, talk to me nice, baby. She hit the motto and I hold this wobble wobble. Just started fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African swing and spin.
How you doing, Austin?
She wanna fuck with.
Salute to Austin.
Nice, baby.
Welcome to the Checkin' Report, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, True and Living. I am in the building. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys. I'm not your homie. I'm the one and only Macaroni. Salute to everybody in the chat real quick. Salute to everybody that's voting right quick. Salute to everybody that's in here. You know, I want to give a salute to everybody that's in here. You know, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Salute for that. I wanted to come on here and talk about Kamala Harris. If you don't know Kamala Harris, she is now running for president of the United States. You know, all the word is coming down that she will be the Democratic nominee. No debates, not one vote. They are essentially handing this woman the Democratic nomination. Yes, they are. And you know, I feel like a lot of black women are being deceived by the Democratic left, by the Biden administration, and ultimately Kamala Harris. If you don't know, she did like a little speech or whatever. She came out to Beyonce's song Freedom. I believe Kendrick Lamar is also on that song. And she's really trying to play to the black female crowd and really weaponize the black female vote. If you're paying close attention of what she's trying to do, there's a lot of black women that are already saying that they will be voting for Kamala Harris, that they will be going to the polls and voting for this woman. And I just want to, you know, educate some black women respectfully on some of the things that Kamala Harris has stood for in the past. Former prosecutor, locked a lot of your brothers up, locked a lot of your uncles up, locked a lot of your fathers up. You know, 'Cause, let's not fall into that narrative that black women don't care about the black men. They do care about black men. Kamala Harris made a life of being a prosecutor. She tossed a lot of innocent men in jail, and some of them were guilty. Some of them belonged in jail. Some of them were guilty. Some of them were criminals, career criminals. But a lot of those men as well were innocent men that she threw away in jail and threw away the key. We can't forget that. I can't unsee that as a prosecutor. When somebody becomes a lawyer, when somebody becomes a prosecutor, a lot of that morality, a lot of that solidarity with one's race, and I don't believe she ever had any solidarity with the black race. We're gonna get into why. Because she is a multiculturalist. She is not a black woman. We have to stop saying that Kamala Harris is a black woman. She has never aligned herself with black women. Show me a time period, especially in the last 10 years, where she has aligned herself with the black community. Fire! Fire! Hold on. My big homie is in the building, Sinclair. Where you been at, Sinclair? The big homie, Sinclair's in the building. Sinclair, I ain't see you in mad long. Sinclair, what's up, man? It's good to see you, Sinclair. Good to see you. I ain't see, but y'all pardon me. I haven't seen Sinclair in a minute, man. It's good to see you, Sinclair. Good to see you. Yeah, man, but this woman is a multiculturalist. She's trying to fool people. Kamala Harris, she's trying to fool people that she's this black woman and, oh, I'm a strong black woman and I'm running for office. But she has not aligned herself with the black community in any form or facet. Even there's a clip going around. Maybe I should play the clip. But there's a clip going around where someone asks her, an interviewer, a black woman, mind you, asks her about reparations. Right now, reparations, it has been a hot topic in the black community for years. When you think about, the black agenda, the things that black people are trying to get across, in terms of, laws being passed, just things that are on their agendas, things that black people want to see happen on a political level, right? Reparations is in that, it's in that mix. I would say reparations. I would say a hate crime bill. I would say an anti-lynching laws. A law in place that could protect black citizens from police officers. These are things that are high on the black agenda politically. And a black interviewer asked her outright, would you be in favor of reparations? Keep in mind, this is supposedly a black woman, running for office, and a black interviewer asked her about an agenda that black people are trying to push, right? And she asks her, would you be in favor of reparations? Giving black people what is owed to them. Black people suffered for 400 years, hard labor, was never compensated, was never given land, was objectified, beaten, treated less than dogs in the street. Would you be in favor of giving black people what is owed to them? Kamala Harris says out her mouth, well, we can't just make laws just for black people. Fire! 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 Black women, have we not heard this before? We've heard this rhetoric before. Did we not learn from the Obama administration? Have we not learned? Have we not learned? Jake says Harris has zero chance of winning. I agree. I don't think she has a chance in winning. But I just want to talk to the black female populace, because there's a lot of black females that are jumping on this bandwagon. And keep in mind, she has a lot of a lot of people are putting money behind her political her political campaign right now. They're saying that she had the most money donated. Excuse me, she had the most money donated within a 24-hour span. So there's people putting money behind her. Now we know who those people are. They are the elites. They are the elites. There's no way else that she could have got all of that money within that small period of time. Clearly, she's being supported by the elite. She's being supported by that top 1%. That's who she's being supported by. Fire, 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 fire! Yeah, man. But Tower Dog. I'm looking at some of the stuff in here. Let me just talk to y'all for a second though. In terms of the story, y'all go wild in the chat, But in terms of Kamala Harris, let's call her Montel Williams' old piece, his old thing. Cause she used to be getting jiggy with Montel Williams back in the day, If you've seen the infamous picture where it was Montel Williams with Kamala Harris, and he had another woman on his arms, she was in a polygamous relationship over a decade ago until she finally found her white man. But we ain't judging you. You ain't on trial, Kamala Harris. But listen, Kamala Harris clearly has, let's just say, I'm not gonna say she slept her way to the top. But for the people that don't know, celebrity and politics, they go hand in hand. That's why you see Hulk Hogan at the Republican National Convention. That's why you see Amber Rose at the Republican National Convention. And when the Democratic National Convention, I am sure you're going to see more celebrities pop up there and support Kamala Harris. So celebrity and politics go hand in hand. So in her rise to the top, in her rise to be, to rub shoulders with the political elites while she was, working on her career, whatever. She was getting smutted out, in the celebrity circles. Let's just call it what it is. Fire, 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 fire. Montel Williams was clapping those cheeks, hitting it on the sideways, hitting it from the back, flipping it over, mixing it on the board. She was rubbing oil on the top of his head. She was doing her thing. Fire, 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 fire. She was the old piece. She was she was a little jump off, if you will. And the reality of that is, I can't unsee that, Kamala Harris. I can't unsee you getting smutted out in the celebrity circles. You haven't been living the lifestyle of a political, upstanding, righteous woman. You haven't been. You have a past. And I'm not here to judge women for their past, but we have to take it into consideration, should we not? I mean, if someone is running for office, right? And they're a thief. They've been proven to be a thief. They've been proven to be a scam artist, like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been proven to be a scam artist. When you talk about the school he made, when you talk about the different things that he put investments in and scammed people and took their money, what was it, Trump University? We talk about his past. We talk about the things, his shortcomings, his failures, the things he's done to people. We talk about his past. So it's all fair and game when we're talking about Kamala Harris's past. Kamala Harris, you used to be a jump off. You were a jump off for the celebrities and the political elites.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Sinclair says she slept with Willie Brown, a married politician, and he gave her positions she was clearly not qualified for. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, when you really think about Kamala Harris, she hasn't been qualified for nothing that she's been doing. She's not qualified to be. What makes her qualified to be a vice president? What makes her qualified to be a president? What makes her qualified to run the United States? What makes her qualified? And I know you can say that about Trump, but at this moment in time, you can't say that about Trump because Trump has been president for 4 years. So you can't say that about Trump. You could say that about Kamala. What makes her qualified? You know, at least when Hillary was running, she was in, you know, she was, while her husband was copping blowjobs, she was at least around her husband to see what he was doing, the stress he had to deal with, you know, the different conversations, different things that she was probably privy to. Not only her time as a senator, her time as, you know, working with the political elites, her time in office with Obama when she was part of his administration, she was around, she had the experience. What experience does Kamala have outside of, you know, Joe Biden wanted to, you know, give the pander the panda police and give black women and feminist voters a female vice president to vote for? You know, I didn't even know about that Willie Brown thing, Sinclair. I didn't know about that. You know, I knew that she, you know, she dealt with a couple of other politicians and stuff like that, but I didn't know about the Willie Brown thing. I didn't know about that. All I was privy to was the Montel Williams joint. You know, I'm sure he was clapping them cheeks every time he got off a stage. You know, he was talking to some transformer. And the Transformer's dad, you know, he did a little segment, then he went backstage, clapped Kamala Harris cheeks, you know, got a little towel, wiped off his bald head, went back on set. That's what I'm thinking. But, you know, it's you know, but, you know, she has a past. She has a past. And, you know, my thing with Kamala Harris is this. You know, right now, the Democratic left, they are trying to weaponize the black female vote right now. They're trying to galvanize, weaponize the black female vote. And, you know, and this is why I don't like the Democratic left. I do not like them. Do I like the Republicans? Do I like the conservative right wing? Absolutely not. I don't rock with either side of the party. But if you're going to ask me what party is more filthy, more slimier, willing to do anything, desperate, and willing to do anything to win, it's the damn political left. They're willing to do anything, say anything, align themselves with anything in order to win. You know? And a lot of black women right now, and it's by no fault of them, because, you know, a lot of them are under the delusion that this is a black woman. A lot of them are under the delusion that this is black girl magic. A lot of them are under the delusion that this is a black female that's going to actually do something, that's actually going to provoke change. But the reality is, we have seen this story before. We've seen this. We experienced 8 years of a docile black president, or supposedly black president, that did absolutely nothing, and that was never aligned to the black community. The name of that president was Barack Hussein Obama. He was never aligned with the black community, so he had no, incentive. Now keep in mind, Barack Obama. But I'm just, and I'm part of me for going back, but I just want to give you guys just history of this political left, and just some things, just to put some things in perspective here. But Barack Obama, you have to keep in mind, think about the amount of black people that voted for this man. People came out in droves. A lot of people that voted for that historic election, Obama's first term. A lot of the people that voted that election, when it comes to black people, that was their first time ever voting. There's black people, and I'm not talking about, even like, I'm not even going to get into the younger people, because the younger people, they were just, they were fascinated with the black president idea, and they just got caught up in the moment. I understand that, but I'm talking about the elders. I'm talking about the men that were 60, the women that were 60. A lot of those baby boomers, um, a lot of those Generation Xers. That was their first time ever voting for a president. And when you think about all of the black people that voted, came out, supported, came to the rallies, put money into the administration, into their campaign. All of the men out there, all of the black rappers cooning and buffooning for Barack Hussein Obama. And for him to not do anything for black people, are you kidding me? And when you look at all the other communities, look at the LGBT community, they voted for him. They got incentives. Look at the big corporations, a lot of those CEOs that voted for him. They got incentive. But when it came to the black vote, that was overwhelming. The black vote, that was 110% down with Barack Hussein Obama. He did absolutely nothing for them. And now, years later, about over 10 years later, now you got another multiculturalist president, that is a Democratic nominee, that is running with the same narrative. This woman has said out her mouth that she cannot do anything for the black people specifically. But when it comes to giving money to Israel, there's no problem there. When it's time to write, and make an Asian hate crime bill, let's make an Asian hate crime bill. You can do that. When it's time to make a bill for the LGBTQ community, there's no problem there. But when black people come together and they say, we want you to do something to incentivize us, oh, you can't do it. You can't do it for us. Fire! 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 Stop voting for these pork chop presidential candidates. They are soothsayers to black people, but they do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I'm not telling you who to vote for. Vote for who you want to vote for. But let's just call it what it is. Sinclair says, hello, chatters. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, welcome to the chat, everybody. How y'all doing, man? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit make sure y'all vote. Salute to Ja. Salute to Susan. Salute to Dustin. Yeah, turn up in the chat, man, and make sure y'all keep voting. We got about 58 votes in here. Would you vote for Kamala Harris? We have predominantly people are saying no. 67% says no. 33 says yes. I want to talk to the people that want to vote for her. I don't understand. Why would you vote for Kamala Harris? Maybe some of you are in here. Maybe you can educate me. Why would you vote for Kamala Harris? Because a lot of people are getting sucked into this election. it's not based off of, oh, I love this candidate. This candidate is going to do something for me. They're not. They're going to incentivize. They're going to they're a better fit. Um, it's not really that. That's not what this election is about. If you're asking me, it's more so people that hate Trump and and that want to see him lose, and people that don't. That's what this election seems like it's about. It's not about who's the better candidate. I mean, think about it. We just had a debate. We just had a debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and that whole debate, the only thing people can come out of that debate is Joe Biden. He's losing in his cognitive skills. He's out of it. Sleepy Joe. He's out of it. Yada yada yada. That's all we're talking about. We're not talking about the agendas. We're not talking about what these candidates are going to do. How they're going to fix the economy. What are they going to do about the national debt? What are they going to do about inflation? What are they going to do about what's happening overseas in Ukraine or in Israel? None of that is being talked about. We're only talking about Joe Biden and his cognitive skills, ladies and gentlemen. What are we debating here? Like, and another thing, when I'm thinking about this whole election season, like the Democratic left, they have robbed people from the ability to choose who they want to choose. Think about it. Donald Trump, he had to sit through the primaries, he had to sit through debates, he had to sit on panels, he had to go through the process to be the Republican nominee. He had to go through the process. It was all those I forgot the name of that the white woman that wouldn't drop. I forgot her name. But she stayed in the race. He had to debate these people. He had to go on the campaign trail. Kamala Harris had to do none of that. They have simply just given this woman the nomination with no work. She hasn't talked to the people, hasn't sat down with the people, hasn't debated anyone on their agendas and on their topics. No one has been able to talk to her on what went wrong with the economy. Why are we in an inflation? Why did Joe Biden and your administration that you're a part of, how did they drop the ball on Ukraine and Russia? How did they drop the ball in Israel and Hamas? How did they drop the ball on these situations? No one has been able to ask her that. No one has been able to challenge her in the administration on that. See, that's what would happen at a primary. That's what would happen at a debate. The Democratic left has robbed people from the process, and nobody's holding them accountable. Fire! 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 I mean, do we live in a democracy? Do we not live in a democracy where people should have the right to vote who they want to vote for, the right to choose their nominee? Should we not be able to hear? I mean, that's what people have been complaining about when it came to Trump and Biden. They've been saying we need more choices. These are the two best options that the country has to offer. Is Kamala Harris the best option that the Democratic left has to offer? I mean, there's plenty of governors, plenty of people in politics that would love to be a president. Why is Kamala Harris? She's already been in office. The inflation prices out of control. They've been doing a terrible job running this country, and now you're telling me we're gonna have another 4 years of Kamala, Montel Williams' old jump off running the country. I didn't vote for that. Fire! 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 I didn't vote for that. Amanda says Kamala 2024. Amanda, please educate us. Why will you be voting for Kamala, aka Montel Williams' old piece, his old thing, his old jump off, his little schizo, his little thotty, his little shorty wop. Tell us why Kamala Harris should be the next president of the United States. Educate us, Amanda. We want to know. Please let us know. Let us know. Please let us know. Salute to Oracle. Salute to David. David says, "Who's your choice?" I just hear botching. Listen, I have no votes. I have no choice. I have no horse in the race. The reality is America is on the decline. Sorry to tell you guys, America is on the decline. Um, it is what it is. I mean, I have no horse in the race. I wouldn't vote for neither one of these candidates. If you were to ask me who was a better president, it's gonna hurt you guys to hear this, but between Trump and Biden, Trump was a better president. Trump fed the streets. I gotta go with the guy who fed the streets, man. Listen, man, the streets is hungry. All right? The streets is hungry. Trump fed the streets. Think about it. Joe Biden, in his 4 years in office, he's been sending $6 billion to Israel. $4 billion to Ukraine. Every time Zelensky lands in America, he get a $2 billion check. Greatest salesman ever. Millions of immigrants pouring into our country, depleting our healthcare system, depleting our social security, depleting all of the things that we could be using towards our homeless, towards our veterans. All of those aids, all of that money, we have been dishing it and giving it to the immigrants. Listen, man, I would say Trump was a better president. Sorry, I'm sorry. Am I gonna vote for him? No. Am I going to the election season to pull the poll for Trump? No. But I mean, if I'm gonna tell the honest truth, Trump was a better president. He fed the streets. Take care of your citizens. Take care of the people and the men and the women that belong to this country. Take care of the citizens. Biden has not been taking care of the citizens. Like, with the inflation, with the immigrants, it's out of control. Messi says shalom. Shalom to you too. Oracle says the last 3.5 years have been torture. That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree. They have been, Salute to Zed. Salute to Zed. I see Zed is in the building. Zed says, you don't have to be a psychic to know this country flip-flops presidential candidates by their parties. People vote and then realize, I want 4 years of the same or a change. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Sinclair says, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, join the chat, support the channel. That's an absolute fact. Space Cadet, why am I a joke? Space Cadet says you're a joke. Why am I a joke? Tell me why I'm a joke, Space Cadet. Are you licking the boots of the political left? Let me know now. Why am I a joke? I'm a joke because I'm a multiculturalist, female president, vice president rather, wants to get in office and do absolutely nothing for black people. She's been a vice president for the last 3.5 years. Inflation is tearing the country apart. They're letting in millions of immigrants. Is that why I'm a joke? Let me know why I'm a joke. I'm very curious to know why you think I'm a joke. Educate me. Amanda is now saying we're all going to be homeless if Trump gets in. Well, like, bro. Amanda, let's deal with the facts, Amanda. And God bless you too. But let's deal with the facts, Amanda. Amanda, no, don't run, Amanda. Amanda said good night. God bless and good night. Amanda, don't run. Don't run, don't trip. Let's deal with the facts, Amanda. Let's deal with the facts. When Trump handed this country to Biden, there was relatively no inflation. Is that a lie or not? Is that a lie or not, Amanda? There was relatively no inflation. This country wasn't dealing with some worldwide inflation. Biden gets in office and he didn't make the country no better. He's letting in immigrants by the millions. He's depleting our social security. He's depleting our medical health care system. He's sending immigrants to sanctuary cities, putting them up in luxury hotels, giving them credit cards. What are you talking about? And did Biden? Because people want to talk about, oh, Trump. He made the national debt worse. Did Biden make it any better? Did Biden did we put a dent in that debt? Last I checked, the Worldwide Credit Bureau, they lowered the United States credit report. From what the Worldwide Credit, I forgot what the name of it is, but it's like the Worldwide Credit Bureau. They lowered the score of the United States. That was under Biden's administration, was that not? That wasn't under Trump's administration. That was under Biden's administration, was it not? And they're talking about, and listen, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump supporter whatsoever. But I think a lot of you lick the boots of the political left. What have they done? What have they done? They shutting down the damn government every 5 months. Some of the political left that live in these sanctuary cities where immigrants are pouring in, they're requesting you to let the immigrants come into your home, let them sleep in your bed, let them get something out your refrigerator. Some of them are criminals. Some of them have sketchy passes. They're requesting you to bring them up, put them in your home. I didn't vote for that. I didn't vote for that. David Bruce. David Bruce. Bro, like, this is what I don't get, right? Why can't we criticize the political left? Why can't we criticize them? Right? Because listen, I can sit here and talk about the conservative right wing. I can sit up here and talk about them. I can sit here and talk about them all night. But you wouldn't have a problem with that if I talked about them, right? And keep in mind, I have no horse in the race. I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I'm not voting for any Republican candidate. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. I'm not voting for anyone. I'm an independent. This is my gripe with the political left, David. Let me tell you why I have a gripe, a personal gripe with the political left. This is my gripe with the political left. Because you're telling me, oh, you look like you watch a lot of, you sound like you watch a lot of Fox News. That's what he just said to me. So let me tell you my gripe with the political left. Black people have been voting for the political left for over 50 years. 50 years. All of our agendas, all of the incentives, all of the things that we want to be pushed on a political level. And remind you, because a lot of white people, and I think you may be a white person, a lot of people think that all black people want, y'all just want money. Y'all just want money. Y'all just want reparations. Which is absolute hogwash. Black people do want reparations, but we also want a hate crime bill. We also want a bill that's going to protect black people from being harassed and being assassinated by police officers. We also want our reparations. We want our incentives. We want, what it should be owed and paid to us. We also want an anti-lynching bill. Democrats, they sat on their hands for years. We voted for them. We came out in droves. We gave them our undivided attention. We voted for them. They have done absolutely nothing for the black community. They haven't pushed our agendas through. They haven't brung them to on the political stage. They've done nothing. They've sat on their hands for 50 years while we voted for them. That's my issue with the political left, that we have been voting for them for 50 years, over 50 years, and they've done nothing, absolute nothing. And we don't even listen to the conservative right wing. We don't sit with them, have a meeting. We don't sit and see what they have to offer us. We don't sit and maybe they may have something that we have a common interest in. Maybe they could work with us in certain areas. Maybe they may not be able to give us the reparations, but maybe they could work on a hate crime bill. We're not even sitting with them. But we're sitting with the political left and they do nothing. They're docile. They continually tell us, we can't do nothing for just the black people. We can't just, we can't, how we gonna do that? How we gonna do that? How we gonna just do something specifically for the black people? We can't do that. We can't do that. But we're sitting there, we're looking at you writing an Asian hate crime bill. We're looking at you writing an Asian hate crime bill. We see you give the LGBT community the right to marry. We see you giving them incentives. But when it comes around to black people, they sit on their hands and they keep telling us, we can't do nothing specifically just for black people. That's the narrative. I heard Kamala Harris just say that in an interview. I also heard Barack Obama say this. So this is the narrative that the political left have been running with, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the political left. That's my issue. Do I have my gripes with the conservative right wing? Absolutely. I have my gripes with them as well, but black people haven't been voting for conservative right wings for over 50 years. We haven't been asking them and requesting them to do things and give us incentives in certain areas for over 50 years. We haven't been asking them that. I'm gonna put one of these dudes in the block party. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Damn. Why my thing not working right now? Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to shoot somebody real quick. Hold on. Damn. Damn, bro. Or I was trying to catch somebody, but they won't let me shoot somebody. I was trying to shoot somebody because he was talking crazy. If Nelly was in here, she would have got him up out of here. But it's all good, you know. Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I was about to hit somebody with a block party, but I don't. They won't let me hit. They won't let me hit him with a block party, so I can't do it. I'm trying to do it right now, but they won't let me. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get my block party off today. Maybe another time. Yeah, I don't know what he found funny about reparations. I think it's crazy how every other community gets reparations when the European Jews got reparations after World War II. Nobody found it funny then. When different other communities and cultures get reparations, nobody found it funny then. But when it comes around to black people who suffered for over 400 years, you have white people They think it's funny that black people should ask for reparations. The government has done absolutely nothing to help and mend the fences for what they did to black people. They never gave black people any type of land. We're talking about from slavery, from Reconstruction to Jim Crow to civil rights. I mean, we could go back to the World War II, the GI Bill, when they were took it, when they didn't give black soldiers the right, because if you know anything about the GI Bill, they were allowing those soldiers to come home and buy homes. They were taking that right from black soldiers that were coming fighting for the country. So when you look at this country's past and you look at all the things that they have done to black people on a political level, on a legal level, and then you got a white person laughing at reparations, it's disgusting to me, absolutely. Can somebody shoot him? Hold on, bro. Can you shoot him? Can you shoot him? Please, man. Sinclair, can you shoot Army Airborne? Shoot. Just hit him with a headshot, please, man. Hit him with a block party. Make it about 24 hours if you can. If you can, if you can, Sinclair. My fault. Yeah, if you can, Sinclair, please hit him with a block party, Sinclair, please. If you can, if you can't, then it's cool. I could sit through it, I guess. Yeah, if you can. Let me get back to the show. No, you what truth, Airborne? What truth are you saying? You haven't said any truth. You just been laughing. Give me some truth. Give me some truth. Thank you, Sinclair. I see you shot him. Thank you. He talking about they blocked the truth. What did he say that was truth? He just been typing reparations and laughing. He just been typing reparations and laughing. Thank you, Sinclair. Yeah, he give you if at least if he would have said something that would have been combative, at least we could have the conversation about it. You're just typing reparations and laughing. What's funny? Tell me what's funny. What do you find funny? Like, Big Dog says I'm not voting. Me neither. I'm not voting as well. I'm not voting for neither one of these candidates. That's the thing. People hear my rhetoric about Kamala Harris or the political left. They think that I'm like aligning myself with the conservative right wing. No, I'm not. I'm not riding with them. I'm not riding with them. I'm just I'm not riding with the Republicans. I'm not riding with them. I'm not riding with either party. I'm an independent. But if you're asking me what my gripe is with the political left, like I said, we've been voting for the political left for over 30 years. What have they done? Have they fixed the communities? Have they fixed the issues in the communities? Have they passed any bills to, help black people to, whether it be economically, whether it be politically, whether it be, protecting their rights, black. I mean, look at the woman that lost her life in her home. I know y'all seen the story about the woman out there. I forgot in what state that happened. And the black woman, the police came in her house. She's boiling water, and they just shoot the woman in her face. She didn't charge at them. She didn't have no firearm. She didn't come at the police officer with a knife. She just boiling water. She just telling the police, "I rebuke you." I mean, that's all she said. They just shoot this black woman in the face. Where are the laws to protect black people from the police? When you have two white supremacist officers coming to a black person's home and they just take the opportunity just to shoot somebody and just kill them, where's the laws to protect that black woman? Where's the laws to protect, from another situation happen like a Tamir Rice or like a Trayvon Martin? Where's the laws to protect? Why don't black people have a hate crime bill like the Asians? Think about all of the black people in this country from slavery, from the 40s, from the 50s to the 60s. that were lynched, terrorized by white supremacists. Why did black people never get a hate crime bill? Why did we never get a hate? All it took was one pandemic. The Asians got a hate crime bill in within months, like that. They got a hate crime bill in 48 hours. All of the white supremacists that have terrorized black people throughout the decades and centuries in this country, and we don't have a hate crime bill to protect us from the white supremacist officers, from the white people that we walk into their communities and they're harassing us like a Trayvon Martin in a George Zimmerman situation. We don't have laws to protect us that way. Why can't we get a law like that? Why have the Democrats sit on their hands for years and not push those laws? Because white people, they think it's just about reparations. What about the other things that the Democrats could be doing for the black community? What about things in terms of infrastructure, building up our communities, fixing our communities, fixing the infrastructure of our communities? You know? I didn't say, like, can y'all stop being dumb? I didn't say Trayvon Martin was shot by a cop. I'm saying where are the laws to protect black people from hate crimes? Like, because that was a hate crime. With George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, that was a hate crime. Where are the laws to protect black people from hate crimes, whether it be from a black person in a white neighborhood being stalked by a white supremacist, or whether it be a white supremacist officer stopping a black man or a black woman? I mean, have y'all been watching the news with that black woman that lost her life? 2 white officers walked into this black woman's house. This black woman, she's clearly dealing with mental illness. She's clearly dealing with a mental instability. They come into her house. She's boiling some hot water and she's arguing with the police. They shot the woman in the face. If that was, you think that would have happened if that was a white woman? If that was a bleached blonde white woman just boiling some water, you think they would have had, the gall to just shoot her in the face like that, kill her right in her home? Where are the bills, the hate crime bills to protect black people from white supremacist officers? Where's our hate crime bill? They gave Asians a hate crime bill within 48 hours. One Asian got roughed up on the train during the pandemic, and they gave them a hate crime bill. And I'm not mad at them for getting it. I'm not mad at them. But where's our incentives? Where's our hate crime bill? All of the terror, the things that have happened to black people being terrorized in this country, being victimized in this country. Where is our hate crime bill? You know? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. But I'm just asking the question, man. Make sure y'all vote. We got about 106 votes in here. Who are y'all voting for? Are y'all voting for Kamala Harris? Are y'all voting for Trump? Who y'all voting for? Will you be voting for Dennis the Menace, aka Donald Trump? Will you be voting for him? Do you? How about this? Shh. Hold on. Let me know if y'all heard about this. I'm gonna ask you guys on the low. Shh. Let me look around and see if anybody's in here. Hold on. Anybody over there? Shh. Be quiet. Have you guys heard about Project 2025? Have you heard about that? The political left, they have literally used every scare tactic in the book. Literally. if you look, see, that's the thing with the political. Nobody's looking at them. We're so focused on Donald Trump. We're so focused on what the Republicans are doing. We're so focused on Trump, 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 Trump. We're not looking at what the political left is doing. All the scare tactics. Oh, the Project 2025. Trump is a threat to our democracy. All the scare tactics that they have used, like literally, even to the extent of the attempted assassination, which I think I'm starting to look more at as, do I think it was staged? Let's just say it could have been. It could have been. It could have been. It could have been. What's it called? Not to mention, it was announced today that the Secret Service, the head of the Secret Service, she's stepping down, So which makes this whole situation look even more sketchy. This whole situation looks sketchy. The fact that she's stepping down now. Keep in mind, let me just give you guys the timeline of events, which makes it look very sketchy to me. Let's give the timeline. So the attempted assassination goes down, right? Let's just start there. After that happens, she announces that none of the recordings, the radio recordings, are available. All of them are gone. There's no body cams. There's no radio recordings. A radio recording of that whole thing, because they were talking to each other on the earpiece that whole time when that happened. That would have easily told us what was happening, who was where they were going, if someone was on top of that roof, whether someone's seen it. All of that would have been on the radio. It just magically disappeared. Furthermore, the person who shot the shooter, right? He said, this is out of his mouth, he said he was waiting for the cue. Make it make sense. Waiting for a cue for what? What are you waiting for a cue for? A shooter on top of a roof shooting 8 bullets pop, 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 on top of a roof. The president or former president was an immediate threat, and you're waiting for a cue to shoot an assassin on top of a roof 10 feet, 100 feet away. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. To me, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense that after that happens, a few weeks later, Biden, all of a sudden, I'm sick now. I gotta leave office. I gotta get out of here, yo. I gotta get out of here. I'm sick. But a couple months ago, you said you had the strength. You could go full distance with Trump. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go debate him again. You had all the strength in the world. Now you lost all your strength. You lost all your competitive fiber. You robbed the people of a democratic process to go through the primaries to see who the people want on the left to go and be their next president, whether it be Kamala Harris, whether it be a governor, whether it be a senator. You rob the people of that process. The sequence of those events is very sketchy to me. Very sketchy to me. Fire! And the cherry on top is now her stepping down. The cherry on top is now her stepping down. All of the sequence of those events are very sketchy. All very sketchy. All of that. And someone needs to look into the Secret Service. I think I don't know how close the feds are to the Secret Service, but the feds need to look into the Secret Service, the CIA. They need to look into all of these people, all of them. Whether it's Trump, they look into Trump, Kamala, Biden. They didn't look into all of these people. They need to look into the Secret Service, the people that were there that night. Everybody got to get looked over because there's something happening. It's definitely, you know. And then how about this? How about this? How about this? This is. I just want you guys to realize the sequence of events. Nobody wants to talk about the sequence of events. Nobody's talking about the shooter. They were saying, oh, he had no social media presence. That's what the media was saying. Then they supposedly found 3 social media accounts that were encrypted overseas. Very interesting. Very interesting, you know, but I'm not going to go into it, but I mean, you know, do I think it was staged? Yes, but I think we're looking at the wrong place. Y'all looking at Trump. Y'all looking at the wrong place. Trump is not the one who staged it. I don't think Trump staged it. I think somebody else staged it. Somebody, you know, probably with a little bit more power than Trump. And I think I think it could have been sanctioned, possibly. And these are all theories. I don't know nothing. I have no knowledge, but it could have been sanctioned by our government. It could have been sanctioned because I find it very weird that someone's posing an immediate threat to the president, trying to assassinate him, and you have a sniper on the roof that's waiting for a cue to take down the sniper. That's very peculiar to me, that you're waiting for a cue. Why are you waiting for a cue? Are you waiting to see if the president is no longer here so you can silence him? Maybe you're waiting for the sequence of events to happen. So, you know, the end effort was to silence that person. That I truly believe they didn't want him to be a patsy. Like, you know, that's a reference to Lee Harvey Oswald. He said he was just a patsy in the whole JFK assassination. They didn't want him to talk, clearly. Yeah, there's something deeper going on that, you know, we'll probably never know. They're probably never gonna, you know, they're gonna give us some BS Warren report about what happened. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. But in any event, and that's just my theory. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm just a spectator like the rest of you. I'm just a spectator. I'm spectating. I'm looking at it. I think things look weird. Things look kind of peculiar to me. I mean, anybody with eyes can see it. You know, anybody that watches Law and Order SVU can see some things is looking weird here. Anybody watch Scandal? Things look kind of weird here. Robert D says, who is paying you to go against the interests of your people? What? What? Who has, let me ask you this, Robert. Who has the best interest for black people in 2024? Let me ask you that. Cuz I'd say neither. But from you, I'm probably thinking you're a white man. Or maybe you may be Hispanic. I don't think you're black. Who has the best interest for black people in 2024? The Biden / Kamala Harris administration or Trump? Who has the best? Who has the best plan or the best interest, like you say? Who has the best interest for black people in 2024? I would love to hear it, because my answer would be none of them. Would be neither. You know? I don't think Biden and Kamala Harris, they haven't done anything for black people in the last 3.5 years. Trump, he ain't doing enough for black people. You don't see me here championing Trump. You know, all I said was Trump fed the streets. He did. He did feed the streets. He gave people the PPP loans and he gave people the stimmies. He fed the streets. He didn't just feed black people. He fed the poor whites, the middle class, you know, people that were running a struggling business, a small business. He fed the streets. That's all I said. I didn't say he had the best interest of black people. I'm just calling it how I see it. Exactly. Even people in the chat are saying neither one. I agree. Neither one. I absolutely agree. Neither one have the best interest of black people. So I don't know what David was talking about, saying what is making you go against, who's paying you to go against the interests of your black people with your black race. You're looking at the wrong person. You need to be asking Beyonce, who gave Kamala Harris the right to use her music on her campaign. You need to ask her that question. You need to ask Amber Rose that question. You need to ask people that are politically aligned with these people and that are supporting them, whether it be by funding or whether it be allowing them to use the rights to their music. You need to be asking them, not me. Because I ain't rocking with neither one. So I don't know why you're asking me that question. How do y'all feel about that? I don't think I really talked in detail about that. How do y'all feel about Beyonce allowing Kamala Harris to use her song, the Freedom record? I believe it was on her last project, not the Country Project, but the or was it the Country Project? Let me look that up right quick. What album is that Beyonce song on? It's called Freedom. Beyonce Freedom. Let me see. Oh, it's on the Lemonade album. It's on the Lemonade album. It's on the Lemonade album. Really? Lemonade. Yeah, Beyonce with Kendrick Lamar, Freedom. Is Kendrick Lamar also supporting Kamala Harris? Because he's on the song as well. It's Beyonce, Lemonade, featuring Kendrick Lamar. Is Kendrick Lamar supporting? Because you know Kamala Harris was on the BET Awards, and she was like, "Oh, these radicals, they not like us." Disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, man, is Kendrick Lamar supporting her as well? Because Kamala Harris, she talking about not like us. Then you got this Lemonade record. Kamala Harris is coming out to it. Beyonce's allowing her to use the song. Kendrick's on the song. What's going on here, y'all? What's going on here? Is Kendrick Lamar compromised? Is Beyonce? We know Beyonce is compromised. Come on now.
What a thrill.
We know Beyonce is compromised. We don't even have to ask that question. We know she compromised. But is Kendrick Lamar compromised? Because he's on the song. He's on that song. Yeah, that was cringe. Thank you. Reginald says that was cringe. Yeah, it was. It definitely was cringe. It definitely was cringe. Hey, we got about 40 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button. We in here. We working hard, man. Hit that like button. I'm in here sweating like a whore in church. Hit that damn like button, man.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with y'all.
With darkness and silence through the night.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
What a thrill.
It's a thrill to be here with you, but hit that like button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I need you guys to search for the like button. I need you guys to search for the subscribe button. I need you guys to hit that like button. Spam it if you can. I'm in this room sweating like a pimp with one hoe. I said I'm sweating like a pimp with one hoe because if a pimp got one hoe, he lose the one hoe. She gets sick, she go on bed rest. He out the game. Y'all talking about salute to Reginald. Reginald said he just subscribed. Thank you, Reginald. Salute to you. Yeah, y'all talking about Kamala's people in the chat, they're discussing Kamala Harris ethnicity. Yeah, she is her father is Jamaican and her mother is from India, I believe. To me, this is just me. This is just my opinion, right? It's just my opinion. She is a multiculturalist, you know, and not that there's anything wrong with being a multiculturalist, right? There's nothing wrong with being a multiculturalist. Um, you know, we don't decide on how we get here, or you know what two people came together and brung and created life, and you know, and that's your journey. That's your life struggle. And that's who you are. Um, so, you know, I don't knock her for that. But my issue with her is she's trying to disguise herself as a black woman, or she's aligned with the black race or the black women, or like she's not willing to do anything on an incentive level for black women. What is she going to do anything for black women? And please don't say abortion. That's not what black women need. You know, black women don't need more abortion. That's not what we need. Is she going to do anything for black women incentivize if she's this supposed black woman, right? Because we got fooled last time when we thought Barack Obama was this black man. Was Barack Obama really a black man? I mean, not really. He's really an African from Hawaii. He's not a black man. He's not a foundational black man. He don't know what it's like. He never been to no down south family reunion. He don't know what it's like to have a hot comb on his head. He don't know what it's like to wake up early in the morning and your grandmother cooking up some chitlins and the house is stinking. He don't know nothing about that. He don't know nothing about the black experience. Fire, 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 fire. He's an African from Hawaii, you know? And when it comes to, you know, his allegiance to the black race or to the black people, he had no allegiance to black people. He had no allegiance to the black race. You know, he said a lot of the things politically that Kamala Harris said. He said the same things as well. He said, I'm the president of everybody. I'm not the president of black people. Just that real snobbish bourgeoisie, you know, bourgeoisie Negro. I'm not the president of black people. I'm president of all people. You know? And that's what they continually tell us. They continually tell us that, well, we can't do nothing for black people. How we gonna do that? how we gonna do a reparation bill? How we gonna do that? A hate crime bill just for black people? How we gonna do that? But when it comes to the Asian community, y'all push it right on through. When it comes to the LGBTQ community, y'all push their bills right on through. You could do a bill specifically for them. You ain't got no problem doing it for them. You could do a bill specifically, generally, just for them. But when black people are asking you to do something for them, how we gonna do that? I don't know how we gonna push that through. Huh? I don't know about that. I'm tired of it. Tired of it, bro. I don't want to hear it no more. You know, black people, we gotta stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop, you know, thinking that these candidates that have you ain't never seen none of these candidates in a black community working hard, working for the people, you know, talking about our issues that we're dealing with. You ain't never seen none of them pull up and do that. You ain't never seen none of them say. And you also have to, and this is another issue that black people have with political candidates. I think this is the number one issue that we have, and that we don't do the research on who these people are being funded by. That's the number one thing that we do not look at. Fire, 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 fire. Because if we back in 2008 when we were voting for President Obama, if we would have just did a quick research on who he was being funded by, who was putting political money behind him, if all we had to do was look at who he was being funded by, we would know his agenda. Just like with Kamala Harris. We know who's behind her. We know who's funding her. It's by no chance that she got all this money within a 24-hour period. You think black people just raised that money for her? No. She's funded by the elite. She's funded by the 1%. She's funded by these people. And these people are they have an agenda that they're pushing, you know? Maxine Waters. Oh my goodness. That's another person, another liberal bootlicker that's doing absolutely nothing. She like a lot of those people that's been in the politics for years. They need to step down because they just there just to be there. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. What are they doing? What work are they doing but just sitting up there just being a celebratory token Negro? What are they doing? Where's the work? Where's the work? Like I respect the work. Where's the work? And another thing in terms of because that kind of grinds my gears when we talk about like Maxine Waters and these people. They're not doing anything. But another thing, right? Trump. This is what I respect about Trump, right? And I know this is going to be cringe for a lot of people. It's going to be cringe for a lot of people that's not going to like this. And I just want to say this as a disclaimer. I do not support Trump. I don't rock with Trump. I think he's a bad human being. I mean, look at the Central Park Five, the men, those 5 young men that were acquitted. They were used by the justice system, the district attorney. They were used. They threw those young men away. They threw their lives away. And Trump said that they deserved it. He called them pieces of ish, trash, yada yada yada. Right? Those 5 men were acquitted. They never did it. He never apologized for that. So that just tells me what type of human being he is. So I don't think Trump is a good person. I don't think Trump is a good human being. Yada yada yada. Right? That's all fine. And then the kids in the cages, all that stuff. All right, crazy. But this is what I respect about Trump. Let me tell you what I respect about Trump. Trump destroyed the notion that a president can't do whatever he wants. He can't push through agendas. He can't make things happen. He can't just do whatever he wants. Yada yada. Trump destroyed that notion. Because when Obama was in president, let me just take you back to the Obama administration for 8 years, right? All black people was hearing, because at first Barack, we wasn't sure if he was going to, be on some nigga shit. Let's just say we wasn't sure if he was actually going to really help black people or do things for black people. We wasn't sure, right? We were hoping. We know, like the campaign was saying, we were hoping, right? And all we heard through the 8 years of the Barack Obama administration was, oh, he can't just do anything for black people. He can't just do this for black people. He can't just do this. He can't do that. All we kept hearing was excuses. He can't do this. He can't do that. He can't help black people in this way. He can't look at a reparations bill. He can't look at a hate crime bill. He can't look at this bill. He can't look at that. He can't meet with these certain people. He can't. Yeah, that's all we kept hearing. He can't do this. He can't do that for us. Trump got in that damn office on day 1 and destroyed that notion that you can't do what the hell you want for the people that voted for you. Fire! 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 And that showed me that all the ish that the Democratic left has been saying has been pure and utter hogwash. Fire! Fire! Yeah, Obama is a very good speaker. He's a very good orator. He's like a deceiver. He's like a real smooth sayer. And the thing about soothsayers, listen, they could charm the panties off a transformer, if you will. um, but yeah, man, it's he's a soothsayer. He's very deceiving. He's very cunning, very clever, great orator. Um, but he lies. He's a liar. He does absolutely nothing. Um, he the only communities he looked out for was the LGBTQ community. That's the only community he really did anything for. Who did he do anything else for? He didn't do nothing for anybody else. He looked out for the LGBTQ community. You know, that's about it. He wasn't doing anything for anybody else. He wasn't giving anybody else any type of incentives. Make sure y'all continue to like. I see we got 24 likes. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good start. I need y'all to keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that like button. Treat the like button like you're treating the voting button. You vote, and then I need you to go over to the like button. Hit the like button. So vote, then hit the like button, then hit the subscription button. Make sure y'all get those likes up. I like what y'all doing. Y'all doing what you're doing. What you're doing when y'all do it. Exactly. Sinclair says like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification, join the chat, vote in the poll. David brought up a good point. He said, who had a dead cook floating in his pond on Martha's Vineyard Island? Whatever happened to that story? Nobody. That's another thing. Nobody talks about that. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. That is a good point. Nobody talks about that story. I remember that. I guess they kind of swept that underneath the rug. Cake Mix says they love Kamala now. She's an amazing person to them sheep. Yeah, I see that narrative. I see the narrative that they're trying to push. They're trying to get the black female vote. They're trying to get the black female vote. These are the people they're trying to galvanize because they already have recorded that there's more women registered to vote than men. So there's more women that are registered right now to vote. So they're trying to galvanize women and the black female vote in particular. And a bit of the other cultures as well, because she does represent she's like a multiculturalist, because she's because you could also say Indian, you could also say black woman, so you could say almost both. She's like almost like she's like the shade of America, just like that melting pot of America. So I think that they in particularly picked her because they realized what Hillary is just a plain old white woman, right? And I think that they realized that Hillary just represented just the old America. She wasn't very likable, and I don't think Kamala Harris is even more likable. She doesn't have a likable personality, in my opinion. Neither one of them has a likable personality. But I think that they wanted to go with Kamala because, in particular, because she's a female, and she's like that. She could represent like different shades of women, like the women that are brown, women that are not necessarily white. White women are gonna gravitate to her because she's a female and she's running against Trump. That's what they're gonna gravitate to her for. But that's what they were trying to do. That's what I think that they're trying to galvanize the black vote, the black female vote, and the feminist vote. They're trying to galvanize that because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see a lot of black men that are gonna vote for her. I really don't see it. I can't see black men respectfully going to the polls to vote for Kamala Harris. I just don't see it. I don't see it because if you look into her history, she's locked up a lot of black men. Let's just keep it a buck. She was a former prosecutor, locking up black men, throwing away black men's lives away like hotcakes. Fire! World Breaker says, I still want to see Hillary's emails. Oh, you're never going to see those emails, man. You're never going to see those emails. Sinclair says when she ran, she was at a -2. You talking about Hillary? Yeah, nobody was gonna vote for Hillary, man. Nobody wanted to vote for Hillary. You know, Hillary. I think women don't. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think that women didn't like her for two reasons. Women just didn't like her personality. Like they thought her, they didn't like her personality. They didn't like her personality. That's one. But I think for two, why women didn't like her, they didn't respect how she handled that Monica Lewinsky situation. They didn't respect her. They didn't respect her gangster. You know? Your husband copping blowjobs in the Oval Office, and you not even throwing as much as a hissy fit. You ain't throwing no furniture. You ain't throwing no books. You ain't hit him beside the head. You know what I mean? You ain't scratch up the Air Force One with the car keys. You ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? You ain't get your your back blown out by one of the Secret Service men. Women didn't respect her gangster, you know? Women didn't respect her gangster. You know, they was like, yo, she ain't get no get back. Nigga, Bill Clinton copping blowjobs, you know? She ain't get no get back. So women was like, yeah, we don't respect her. She ain't got no fight in her. You know, she ain't got no feistiness in her. She just get used by her man. Like, yeah. I think women didn't respect her. You know, they didn't like her personality and they didn't respect her gangster. You know? That's my opinion. Yeah, y'all ain't never getting them emails, man. Y'all never gonna see those emails, man. Hillary Clinton, y'all ain't never getting them emails, man. Y'all ain't never getting them emails. Yeah, but that's what I think. I don't think women respect her gangster. I don't think women respect her gangster. Yeah, man. How y'all feel about RFK? Would y'all vote? Let me ask y'all this, cause I never did ask this question. How do y'all feel about the Democratic left? How do y'all feel about the Democratic left pushing out RFK Jr.? How y'all feel about that? Do y'all think he deserved that? They're saying that RFK Jr. got pushed out of the Democratic Party because now this goes into my theory, into my conspiracy theory of what I was saying about how all of this looks staged. Think about it. Joe Biden drops out of the race this late. He could have allowed primaries. He could have allowed all these things to happen to where there would have been a process. Think about it. He cut people off from a process because RFK is a formidable opponent to Kamala Harris. You got to think about Kamala Harris. She had some competition. You think about all the governors. You got the governor in Maryland. You got just different Newsom. You got who else you got? You got RFK Jr. She had some opponents that were formidable that she clearly would have lost. She would have lost because she's not, I mean, I don't know, like, they kind of just gave this nomination to her. She didn't put no work in, you know? I think RFK should challenge her. I think he should get back into the Democratic Party if they allow him, and he should challenge her for the Democratic nominee. You know, I think what they did to him was kind of wrong. They kind of kicked him out of the party because he was he was going against, I guess because he was going against Biden or whatever. For whatever reason, they kicked him out of the party. But yeah, that was corny. That was corny. Sinclair says, I like his policies. Okay. David says they will probably pick Barack for VP. I don't think Obama likes Kamala. Or he either doesn't like her, or maybe he's just waiting for for them to nominate her. I don't know what it is, but he hasn't said anything yet. He hasn't made a statement that he's supporting her. You have people like Nancy Pelosi. She's already endorsing Kamala Harris. But Obama, he has not endorsed her yet. He has not come out and said I am endorsing Kamala Harris. So maybe he wanted. He did say that he wanted to see like some type of primary or some type of vote for the nominee, which I agree because I think they're kind of robbing the people of that process. But I don't know, man. It's really just a shit show if you ask me. It's a shit show. It's a complete and total shit show what the Democratic left has pulled together here. It's a complete and total shit show. I don't know. I don't know how you could call it anything else. STJ, you said I'm ignoring your comments, bro. I don't know what it is, but I think Oprah. I think it's Oprah. I think Oprah, with her show, she made people think that they're important. Nobody's important. I'm sorry, bro. Listen, man. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for clicking the video. But for you to think that I should just see your comment and I should just stop everything in my life, stop everything. Let me read this nigga's quote right here. Like, bro, stop it, bro. All right. Sometimes I miss comments. Sometimes I don't. I mean, have you donated to the show? I'll tell you right now, if you donate to the show, I'm gonna read your comment. You just some random nigga that's came into the show talking about you ignoring my comment. Nigga, who are you? Who are you for me to stop the show and read your damn comment, man? There's plenty of people in here that I could be reading their comments, but I gotta stop everything for you? Cause you wrote something? Like what the I blame Oprah. I think Oprah made people feel like they're important. You're not important. Sorry. Yeah, man, you're not important, bro. But let's read your comment anyway. Let's read it though. Let's read your comment. STJ209 says they did the same thing to Bernie. Don't forget. Wow, that was so deep and profound what you just said. They did the same thing to Bernie. Feel the burn, Bernie Sanders. Okay, all right. Another senior citizen presidential candidate. Yeah, that's what we wanted to hear. And don't forget that Bernie Sanders said he is not in favor of reparations. So I would never vote for him anyway. I'm not voting for no president. That's if you're gonna. It's one thing if you never address it, or if you say if someone asks you that as a presidential candidate, and you just say, we'll look into it, or maybe you say, well, maybe one day we'll look into it, or maybe you never answer it. I can respect that over you saying, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not looking into that. We're not looking into that. I have no interest in you as a black man, as a black voter. You're gonna tell me you're not gonna look into reparations? I have no reason to look into you. So that's only white liberals that was fascinated with Bernie. Once he said that, I had no interest in him. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what he's talking about. And did you say basket of deplorables? Okay, all right. Very profound, bro. Very profound. Biden is out of here. He's out of here, man. This is like the Royal Rumble, Kamala Harris grabbed him up, tossed him over the rope. Really, Trump got him out of here because he did so terrible in that debate that Trump got him up out of here, man. Trump hit him with the leg drop, Hulkamania leg drop, right on top of his head, man. Yeah, I don't like Bernie neither. I'm not a fan of Bernie. I'm not a Bernie Sanders guy. I'm not a Bernie Sanders guy. I was never feeling him. I don't know how we could complain about the ages of Joe Biden and the ages of Trump, and then you want Bernie Sanders. He ain't no younger. I mean, they're all 2 seconds older than dirt. I don't know why you guys are on them. Where's the younger political candidates? Where's the younger men? All these older guys. These guys is old, man. I wasn't gonna vote for him. Once he said that about reparations, I was never gonna vote for him. Yeah, I was never gonna vote for him. Frank says, is Biden okay? Last I heard, Trump got popped. I just seen Biden on the Air Force One. He hopped off of Air Force One. They talking about he's dealing with COVID. I don't know what's going on with Biden, man. I don't know what's going on with that dude. I think him leaving the race looks all weird and peculiar to me, but it is what it is, man. It's just U.S. politics. That's what it is, man. You know. Oh yeah, let me look at the voting real quick. Let me look at the votes in here. Let me see. Would you vote for Kamala Harris? This is out of 232 votes. People are emphatically saying no. 73% people say no. 27% says yes, they would. So there are some people here that would vote for Montel Williams' old thing, his old piece, his old little jump off, his old little shorty wop. Because Kamala Harris, that was Montel Williams' shorty wop. That was his shorty wop. That was his little boo thing. Shorty, you my boo thing. Shorty got a new thing. We gonna be my baby. She gonna be my baby. Baby, you find a new thing. That was his boo thing. You know? Montel Williams and Kamala Harris should do a duet. Remember the song with Usher and Alicia Keys? My boo. Like, even though she got a husband and all that, we understand. Like, we know you got a husband, Kamala, but Montel, that was your man. He used to be clapping them cheeks. You used to be oiling up that bald head, behind the stage at the Montel Williams show. My boo, it's always that one girl you got in mind. My boo, that was his boo. That was your boo, Kamala. Stop fronting, my man Montel Williams. My boo. Or they could do Usher joint. You remind me of the girl one. New relationship with you. Yeah, that was her boo, man. That was her boo, man, Oh, man. We got a Harris supporter here. Fernando says Trump is a hoe. I think he meant hoe. Sinclair says Harris is the town bike. Sinclair says Harris is the town bike. Everyone has ridden it and treated it like a rental. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Everybody had a piece of Kamala Harris. Everybody didn't tap that. Everybody. Man. Everybody was tapped out, and keep in mind that she was in a polyamorous relationship. If you look at that photo with Montel Williams, he has 2 girls on his arm. So she didn't have enough respect because this is my thing. Because there are going to be a lot of feminists that vote for her. There'll be a lot of feminists that vote for her. A lot of women. I am woman. Hear me roar. There's going to be a lot of feminists that vote for her. Look at how she was objectifying herself in that photograph with Montel Williams. He ain't even respecting her enough to say, yo, this is my girl. This is my lady. I'm only here with her. This is my girl. This is my chick. This one girl. He got 2 joints on it. He got one to the left, one to the right. This is Kamala. This is another little shorty wop. What it do? You see me. I'm pimping. Fire, 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 fire. Are women gonna look at that and say, well, that's a character flaw? Are women gonna take that in consideration and say, look at this woman objectifying herself. This is not who I want to be the next leader of the free world. This woman didn't even have enough respect enough for herself to say, I don't want to show up to no award ceremony with another woman on his arm. And come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Marie, you know I'm telling the truth, Marie. Come on, Marie. You know I'm telling the truth. Come on. Come on, you know? He didn't, Marie, he didn't even have enough respect for this woman to just show up with her alone. Like, yo, just me and Kamala, we're gonna show up to the award ceremony, just me and her. I'm gonna give this woman the respect. You know what I mean? I'm gonna showcase her. I'm gonna let the world know this is my joint right here. He showed up with another woman on the red carpet. He was pimping. Yo, salute to Montel Williams. He was pimping that night. He was pimping. He was pimping that night. Give Montel Williams the respect he deserves. He was pimping that night. I don't love hoes. I'm sharing them. Be placing them. Nigga, I'm pimping. You love hoes. He was pimping that night, man. Real talk, he was pimping that night. I gotta respect it. I respect it, bro. Yeah, man. I respect it. I respect it, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But will you guys be voting for Kamala Harris? Or will you be voting for Dennis the Menace, aka Donald J. Trump? Who will you be voting for? Marie says Montel looked like he smelled like Auntie's house. Kamala was feeling him, you know. I'm sure Kamala was probably oiling up that bald head of his, you know. You know. She was feeling Montel Williams, you know. He looked like Montel Williams like he probably got like a handful of peppermints in his blazer. He looked like one of them type of black men. They got a handful of peppermints in his blazer. You know, maybe a pack of Halls on the left pant leg or something like that. You know? Ben Gay on the back. Smooth, fresh, shaved head. He looked like one of them type of black men, you know? He was tapping that, you know? He was tapping that, you know? He had Kamala Harris legs behind her neck. He was, you know? This is before she met her husband. I'm just calling it what it is, man. You know, I'm just calling it what it is. You know? Blair Chambers says Kamala. And can y'all, how do you pronunciate her name? Because I'm hearing, hold on. I need some confirmation from the people that are in here. How do you pronunciate her name? Because some people are saying it's Kamala, and some people are saying it's Kamala. So is it Kamala or is it Kamala? Kamala or Kamala? Because I'm hearing like I'm like people are saying that her name is pronunciated as Kamala, not Kamala. So I don't know. So yeah, somebody y'all would have to educate me on that. Is it Kamala or Kamala, like Pamela but with a K, or is it like Kamala? Like I think there's a wrestler that used to be called Kamala, like Koala. So you would say Kamala, or is it Kamala, like Pamela but with a K? Like I don't know. How do you pronunciate her name? Dastardly Dragon says Kamala is how you say it. Kamala. Kamala. Okay. What are you talking about? I wasn't saying nothing bad about Montel Williams. What are you talking about? Y'all are so sensitive. Like, yeah, like somebody will make a joke and y'all so somebody just said Blair just said, "Oh, Montel Williams was a Marine. Was you?" What are you talking? What does that have to do with anything? All because I said she was massaging his bald head? Like, Like, what are you so sensitive and butthurt about? Like, listen, you want to interview for Montel Williams? Get over it, bro. I didn't say nothing about his credentials. I didn't say nothing about his military service. Like, I don't understand your gripe, bro. Stop celebrating. Stop worshiping celebrities. Okay, stop worshiping celebrities, bro. You're not gonna get an interview from Montel Williams, bro. Just get over it. Okay, I don't understand what your gripe is. All I said was, she was massaging his bald head, and I mean, I don't got nothing against Montel Williams. He's an accomplished TV host. He had a show for 18 years as a black man. That's dope. And I do know about his military service. He was a Marine. I remember that. I don't got no gripes against Montel Williams. I'm just making a joke, bro. Stop being so butthurt because somebody's making a joke. Niggas be butthurt over a joke. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh man. No, you the one riding his jock talking about he's a military. He was in the Marines. Was you? Like, what are you talking about? What's that have to do with anything? What's that have to do with? This ain't even about him. I'm talking about Kamala. Like, what are you talking about? You sound crazy, man. Yeah, you gotta stop worshiping celebrities. He was a Marine man. Was you? What does that got to do? Was you? Was you in? Are you in the Marines? Have you served your country? Have you served your country? I didn't say anything about that man's military service or Marine service or service to his country. All I said was his bald head. I said his bald head and look, he got peppermints in his pocket. I don't understand why you're so butthurt because I said his head is bald. His head is bald. I mean, he has a bald head. I mean, I'm just saying he has a bald head. I mean, it's kind of that was his signature look. I'm not making fun of him. I'm saying what it is. Niggas love to major in the minors. You know what I mean? Merlin says, I have served my country for 4 years. Salute to you, Merlin. Thank you for your service. Salute to you. Um, yeah, but for the record, I don't have nothing against Montel Williams. Like I said, man, Montel Williams, for the record, I mean, he was a black man on television for 18 seasons, bro. It's unheard of. Like you said, not military, Marine service. I don't got nothing against that man. Niggas just love majoring in the minors, bro. Anybody can catch it on the mic. Anybody can get it on the mic, bro. We're just talking. We're just talking, bro. It's a conversation. Yeah, man. But in any event, guys, I've been on here for a hot minute. We've just been talking about the Kamala Harris debacle. Kamala Harris, man. Will you guys be voting for her? We had 200 and hold on, how many votes we had in here? 250 votes. 250 votes. Majority people say no, they're not voting for her, which I respect. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. It is what it is. Patrick, please, just shut up, Patrick. I don't have time for that. What are you talking about? You're the one. You're the one, Uncle Tommen for the political left, bro. This whole I've been on this microphone for an hour, telling everyone that I don't support neither party, but it's always somebody that's bootlicking the political left. That just because somebody's critiquing the political left, they have an issue with it. If I was sitting here talking about Trump, you wouldn't have a problem with it. But because I'm criticizing the political left, you got a problem with it. Like, we can't criticize them. We can't talk about them. Like, what type of nonsense is that? Um, so it is what it is. It is what it is. In any event, salute to Sinclair. Sinclair, it's a pleasure to have you back, Sinclair. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see Sinclair back, man. You know? So salute to Sinclair. Salute to everybody that came out to the show. Salute to everybody that was in the chat. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Yeah, man, it was a good show talking about Kamala Harris and her sketchy past, if you will. And will people vote for her? And the deception that she's trying to pull over black female voters. I believe that she's trying to weaponize the black female vote and the feminist vote, if you will, and trying to galvanize black female voters, but she's actually not going to do anything for black females. I mean, look at all the support that she's getting, and she hasn't even said one thing about doing anything for black people agenda wise. So we're just calling that out and allowing people to know that. But in any event, thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. I am your host, True and Living. Hope you guys have a good night, have a good week. I'll probably do a show tomorrow. I'll see you guys, God willing, tomorrow, man. We out though. Y'all have a blessed night. We out. We out.
What a thrill